Gotta watch out. There's dog poop like all around me. People can't seem to pick their shit up. Hey, everybody. I hope you're having a good New Year so far. I doubt very few people will see this, but it's okay. It's not really the point. Um, yeah, just got done being super sick. Had that super flu or COVID or something. I don't even know. But New Year's was 3 days ago at this point, and I went to sleep at 7. And it was rough. You can probably still hear my voice a little bit. Anyways, that's not the point of this. For a while, I've been content with life. I've been working hard. I'm a student studying computer science and applied mathematics, double degree. I am a server while in school, you know, pay for rent, pay for some of my student loans. So I've been working hard. I still don't feel too content. I think there's a lot of things in life hold me back, a lot of things I want to accomplish, and I just keep procrastinating those things. Yeah, I just need to get out there and do it. So that's what this video is. One of many goals I had was, yeah, start a YouTube channel or some form of content creation, something I can express myself creatively. Creatively? Creatively. Uh, what spurred this? Well, being sick, so I'm finally a little less sick, and I kind of had some motivation, that post-sick clarity you get. But then I also saw this project channel. It was called Project 1356. Some of you may have heard of it. There's this guy who's basically starting like 2022. He's been wiping down on a whiteboard one day at a time, starting at 1356, 1355, so forth, so on until he hit 0, which was this New Year's Day of 2026. And everyone was questioning what was the point of this project. Was it a social experiment? Was it a grand reveal? And really what it was is he had heard somewhere that to make goals for yourself, sometimes it can be beneficial to put them out publicly. So that way people can, almost hold you accountable for your goals. And so he had 6 goals, and I think he only met 2 of them. But hey, 2 goals is better than no goals. And I think even just the act of setting goals. I mean, when I was a kid, I thought it was so cliche. Set a goal, set a timeline. But I'm starting to realize it really does help. It gives our monkey brain something to focus on and work towards in the short term and the long term. So that's kind of the point of this. I just want to set some goals and improve my life and post this video. I have very little experience posting videos or creating content, so I need to learn that. Where should I? Okay, so let me start with my goals, and then I'll start with what I want from this channel. This year, I have a couple big goals. I am going to Spain this summer, and so I've been practicing Spanish with my girlfriend and online and some folks at my work. So my goal is in 6 months to hopefully be conversationally fluent in Spanish, at least enough to understand most dialogue between natives and be able to at least respond at a young level. Maybe I sound like a kid. That's okay. So that's one of my goals. I need to get back in the gym. I gotta have that nice killer summer bod for my trip. So just consistently in the gym. I used to be more active, but I got kind of overwhelmed with everything, and I don't know. There's no excuse for that. What else? Long term, I want to quit vaping. I've been hooked on vaping for so long. It's probably my worst vice, and it may not seem like it, but I think it just makes it harder to do everything else. I think it ruins my sleep. I think it ruins my eating habits. It makes me tense, makes me stressed, whether I feel like it or not. I think it causes all these issues, but it's tough, and I need to figure out a plan to do that. Short term, while not as nearly as big of an issue as nicotine, I don't want to drink as much. So I think at least to start, I'm going to do a dry January and see how that goes, and maybe just keep not drinking. I didn't mean for this to be a New Year's resolution, but it kind of is. which I also used to think was cliche as a kid, but here we are. What else? I guess for a YouTube channel, I want to learn how to become efficient at shooting, how to get good shots, how to create good lighting, how to do editing. I mean, there's all this stuff with video I don't really understand. Like, I get it, like I understand what ISO and shutter speed and all that is, but I don't truly understand the intricacies of how those work together and how you control those variables to create a good video. So those are definitely my main goals. Super long term, I would love to develop a game, like a video game, um, build a personal website. I mean, I'm a computer scientist, so that's not too out of reach, but I haven't really done very much front development. I'd love to start a business or a software application, and I do have plans for that. I have one more semester for my 2 degrees, and I'm gonna do a software startups course. So hopefully, I can learn some valuable information there and kind of get that fire lit. What else? Become better at public presenting. I used to be terrified of presenting. I've been really tackling that last year. I had a lot of presentations and trying to get myself comfortable with, pacing the room, walking around, making myself dynamic. I'm getting better. I don't freeze up anymore, which is good. So yeah, those are the main goals I can think of. I'm sure there's more. So the point of this channel, I hope to just document my journey. I hope to teach people things. I hope to kind of segment each video as maybe challenging my goals or learning something. Oh, as an aside, one more goal I have is to really just get rid of social media in general. I've gotten close. I've deleted Instagram, deleted TikTok. I still have Facebook because I use it for Marketplace, but I think once I sell these last couple items I have, I think just can delete that. Um, yeah, I really just want to get rid of social media. There was this video I saw by, I think, CGP Grey a long time ago, kind of near the COVID thing, and he was talking about this like segmentation of workspaces. You have a gym space, you have an entertainment space, you have a workspace. And the issue with social media or YouTube or any of that and having it on your phone is that the spaces get kind of blended. I mean, you can have them anywhere. Like even books, which some would argue was kind of the equivalent of that before phones. Hard to carry a book in your pocket, at least most books. And so we go all these places, and whenever we're waiting, we're most likely joining our social media entertainment thing. And I don't know, it just doesn't seem good for the mind, doesn't seem good for the attention span. It's a terrible habit. Even though I've deleted all these apps, I still find myself on Facebook scrolling, looking at AI slop and grandmas losing their shit over singing babies and all that. It's pretty sad. So yeah, just completely wipe social media, which leads me to my YouTube channel. I don't want it to be some clickbait, flashy, grab your attention. I want it to be somewhere where someone can relax, someone can have it in the background, and maybe it motivates them to learn something new or to put themselves out there. And so I imagine how this would work is, let's say, vaping. I'll have a video on my process of quitting vaping, what worked for me or what didn't work for me, or gym progress, just one video tying up how I accomplished that goal. I don't think it's going to be super strict. I don't think I'm going to have a very strict niche. I don't care if that's not good for SEO and the YouTube algo or whatever. It's not really the point. Like I said, learning about videos. I hope to make a whole video, kind of beginner guide, explaining each concept from the perspective of someone who has never done it. I think sometimes, like I've checked out some videos of photographers and video makers and all that. And while it's not complicated per se, it's nuanced. And I think people who have already learned it kind of fail to grasp that nuance sometimes. But I think that applies to anything. Once we learn something, we forget the nuances or what made it tricky. So I think there is a lot of benefit and value in teaching while you learn, so you can walk yourself through those nuances. But yeah, hope y'all can keep me committed. It's It's time to lock in, one might say. So yeah, thanks friends. I don't know when the next video will be. I have no idea. Like I said, this is just to hold myself accountable. Peace.